starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Keep playing.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Break. Hey, Haywood. You. Get it.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Echo. Greystone, travel. Hey! 53, check 53. Let's go.
Taylor will throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Here we go. 70, Indy, General West. Watch the car. Hey, high 7. Check 13. Yeah. Ready?
On 3rd down, Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Go. 5.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Check 49. Check 49. Now. Joker. Now.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's checking. Hey, two. Check three. You draw Porkers.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Check safety. Slam. Watch the shift. Gone. Watch the shift. Yep. Bang. Speed grip.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
6-6, pull it high. Undercrush.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 10 logo. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Kill. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Delta. Wide, get wide. Let's go. Look, squeeze.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, 4-1's Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Go. 41's the mark. Exit. Mike 41. Look at me. Zipper. 41's the mic. Check 41. Hey, orbit.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Check 53, fly. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Got it.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo! Go.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
Recon, 152 fighter.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Go. Ready.
On 1st down, here's Love. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first.
Chargers, 1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, exit. You got time. Hard. X3, 218, chopper. 5.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Love.
He's checking.
He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They do not score.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard gain. It's
Hey.
4th down, here's Taylor. This is caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Going to give it to Love. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Taylor. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Bryce Love with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Hey, team 6, team 6. 41 to Mike. 9-9, sweetheart. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 10. You're out. Check 50, check 50. Back. Let's go.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From midfield, here's Locke. This is the tight end, Fant. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Locke going to bring the offense up first and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Watch the whip. Deuce. Switch. General West. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 4. 5.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Get off the field. Look at me. Go. Yeah.
Locke looks to throw it again. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Go.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Leo. Bravo.
On second down, here's Locke. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Bam. Check. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards there on a first down.
First down, Denver.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Love on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. Another run by Lindsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Check. Fresno. Shit. Go on. Hey, Haywood. 41 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 5.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Check. 3 down.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. This is Fant on the short completion. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yep. On the ball.
On 3rd down, Locke. Dancing to his left. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Locke. To the right side and complete to Hurst. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Alpha. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Shoot.
To throw on third down. Locke. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. On first down, it's Lindsey, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, Delta. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. They go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
On the ready.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch gears. Switch gears. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Crunch. 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 General West. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. Fire.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find Isabella. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Rocket. Rocket.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Check 26, 218, jump.
On 2nd down and 4. Locke into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Phillip Lindsay the intended target. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. He's going to sling into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. This one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. This is Fant on the short completion. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, exit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Pilot, 64, weak. He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Hey, Charlie. Go. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Get it.
On 3rd down, Locke. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Smooth. Hey, 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 hey. Mike 12, Mike 12. Let's go, let's go. Mike 12, Mike 12. And watch this. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. So go.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
We got double up. Greystone, travel. Hey, Jet.
On 3rd down, Love. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
No. Hey! Be grip.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Hey, watch it.
Here's Love again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. It's Love. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the home team here, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0.
already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it.